I thought there was supposed to be scary movies coming out in October. This movie's not that scary. Crimson Peak, directed by Guillermo del Toro, the man who directed the Hellboy movies and Pan's Labyrinth, starring Maya Wachowski from Alice in Wonderland, Tom Hiddleston, Loki from the Avengers and the Thor films, Jessica Chastain from Zero Dark 30, and Charlie Hunnam from Sons of Anarchy and the Pacific Rim movie. This movie is about a woman named Edith, played by Maya Wachowski, who has the ability to talk to ghosts that only she can see. She's had this ability ever since she was a little girl, and ever since she was a little girl she was getting these warnings to stay away from Crimson Peak, this mansion that is somewhere. She doesn't know anything about this place. When she grows up, she meets this man named Thomas Sharp, played by Tom Hiddleston. They fall in love, and she ends up moving into his home with his sister, Lucille, played by Jessica Chastain. She finds out that Tom Hiddleston's home is called Crimson Peak, which is a place where he likes to do clay mining. He has this machine that mines clay out of it. Apparently there's this mystery behind Thomas Sharp and his sister Lucille that Maya Wachowski has to find out with the help of the ghosts that haunt Crimson Peak, and that's all I want to say. Unfortunately, this movie is not that good. It is advertised as a horror movie, but it's not that scary. The ghosts in this movie are creepy looking, but they're really not that scary, especially when they are made mostly with computer imagery. That's really not that scary because you know computer effects are really not real. Maya Wachowski's pretty good in the movie, but really she's playing a role similar to that of Jennifer Love Hewitt's character from Ghost Whisperer. Tom Hiddleston and Jessica Chastain, though, they're the best parts of the whole movie. They are excellent in this film. Tom Hiddleston is great. I really liked his character in the movie, and Jessica Chastain is really good. She's really overacting in this film, but I like the way she's overacting, and she does a great job playing a villain in this movie, and the climax is excellent. I really like the climax in this movie. Charlie Hunnam, he's okay in the movie, but really he's not given much to work with. His character is pretty much an unrequited love. If you were to compare this movie to Twilight, which is kind of a bad analogy, he'd be like Jacob, and Maya's character would be Bella, which would make Tom Hiddleston's character Edward. Man, that's a bad analogy. But that's kind of like what this is, but it's actually much better than Twilight because the dialogue is a little bit better, but it's not that much better. The climax is pretty good. The cinematography, the way this movie looks, is really great, especially once you see the mansion in Crimson Peak. That mansion really looks creepy, really looks like the way you wish the Haunted Mansion looked when they did a Haunted Mansion movie that Eddie Murphy was in. Maybe this is Guillermo del Toro's way of auditioning to be the director for a remake of the Haunted Mansion, perhaps. But really, this is really not a scary movie. Sure, it's got scary elements in it, but it's not scary, unfortunately. So I'm gonna have to give this movie a C. It's a rental. Just wait for it to come out on Netflix or Redbox. And that's all I gotta say for Crimson Peak.